32 feet.
This guy's done everything else, though.
You know, Frank, it would seem like it would be a good idea.
Oh,
He's
look
got
at
a
this.
chance. He tried something a little different there. Be a good idea for Ed now to take a little time and try to cool the man down a little bit. Use a little strategy here.
Because he's been walking between those holes.
Yeah. See, Ed's kind of like taking his time, getting to the next hole, just relaxing a little bit. Good move on his part.
Very
good move.
strategy.
13.
Back off this putt a little bit. Just get Jeff thinking about things, because there's got to be some psychological impact on the fellow, because he's just been so smooth. Touch putt off the left rail.
Ed has added so much to our sport in the PPA. The sport has been around for 23 years. Over $1.4 million in prize money on TV has been awarded, and over $8 million in total tournament purse. And Ed has added so much. Of course, young Jeff Vestep is coming along.
Got to give him credit. Haggerty hasn't died at the turn, being down by 4 at that point. He has aced 3 out of 4 holes. He's put a little pressure on the young man from Ohio.
Oh.
Two down.
And I think that the little psychological ploy that Ed used was really important here, because he slowed the young fella down. He just takes some more time. He's backing off. I definitely think the veteran's starting to show a little style here.
Again, Jeff.
See, he's bending over, checking a little, clean off the carpet a little bit.
The old psych job.
Yep, moving the flies out of the way.
This hole next to that triangle. Very delicate putt here.
Got it.
Got it. This is match play elimination, so Jeff obviously picked up on the last hole after Haggerty had aced it. No need to putt out.
Haggerty now has 6 aces in his last 7 holes. He's coming back strong.
Get over. Kick.
Oh, he got a big break there.
I don't know if he played that back
Yeah,
door, did he?
look
You
at
think
the
he did?
smile. No, I don't think he did either, but I think there's a great smile there, and the young fella's really cool.
He's 2 up, and we go to the 15th.
You know, I think another good thing about this, David, is the quality of these two guys. They're really, you know, wholesome fellas, and really have their heads on straight.
As I said earlier, you know, Ed and Jeff are fantastic representatives of the PPA members around the world, both on and off the course. He hit the right rail, just simply was not on line. You don't want to do that.
Now that about does it for Ed right there. He's going to have a hard time. Jeff sitting back there pacing, wanting those honors back.
Haggerty 2 down, and an ace here by Jeff Vestep would put the match in a dormy position with 3 up and 3 holes left to play. See if he gets it.
And of course, one of those being 17. That may hit too.
Nope.
He hit it too.
Yep.
Identical. Jeff's looking a little bit like what happened.
Well, you have to figure the pressure. Here's a 19-year-old fella going to win $10,000 plus the prestigious honor to be the national champion in only his 3rd year as a pro.
Very nice. So he winds up with his par. They have the hole. We move to 16. He's still 2 up.
2 up and 3 to play. As you said earlier, Frank, the real estate is running out on Mr. Haggerty.
Absolute ace necessary here for Ed if he's going to stay in it.
Comes after it.
He charged it.
That's
There's
5
Mr.
aces on the
Haggerty.
back 9.
Mr. and Ms. Haggerty there. They have been so supportive of their son. And Mr. Haggerty traveled with him on his tour the last 2 weeks of it around the nation.
Swing.
Ooh.
He leaves the door open. 1 down now. From 4 down to 1 down with 2 holes left to play.
Incredible comeback, and here is 17, the hole that has been so tough on Ed.
Ed Haggerty hole, as we call it. And it has psyched him out, I think. Let's see how he handles it.
Well, it cost him his appearance in the tournament a year ago.
That's right.
He missed it. The match went into sudden death, and he lost it to Mark Portugal.
He's got that one. He's got that one.
All right.
Yeah, that was
he
smooth.
made it through.
Yeah, that was smooth. He's going to have to ace 18, though. Oh, this is the first time we've seen Jeff move back away from the ball.
Haggerty now has thrown 8 aces at him in his last 10. Vestep had 8 out of 11 going.
This is exactly the match we thought it would be.
Oh,
Well, you know what that means. Ed's got to ace this hole to even have any kind of a chance.
18.
Boy, two great players here.
E-step is one up. Tough hole to ace. Table and shoot type hole. You got to get it on the upper side. He, as I remember, aced this hole in last year's tournament.
He did? Yes, he did. Look at the fans. They're right into this match.
Well, they
know
are.
how tense it is.
they are into it.
10,000 riding on the line here. He's got to ace it.
Here it goes. He
Nope,
knew it
He
was
said
left.
Mm-hmm.
So now it just leaves E-step to make a par. And he has his first national championship. And Ed Haggerty will have to wait yet another year. So got to be a disappointing finish after a great comeback on the back nine. She had a stretch going there of 8 aces and 10 holes and cutting a deficit from 4 down to 1 down. 2 is what he
Keep
needs.
it up
That's the
on the
magic.
table.
Oh,
And he
he
aces
aced
it.
it.
What a way to do it.
Why mess around with a 2, right? When you can
Super young
simply
player.
ace it.
Your new PPA national champion, Jeff Estep from Dayton, Ohio.
Finishes out in great style, defeating Ed Haggerty 2 up in our championship match. And we'll be back to talk to both men and present them the winning checks in just a moment.
What a fantastic match and what a fantastic comeback attempt. 4 down at the 9th hole. Starting number 10, you ace 7 out of the back 9, trying to beat Mr. Jeff Estep. Did not quite make it. Had ace number 18. What are your thoughts?
Well, when you get a shot on number 18 after being 4 down, you don't think it's going to go to number 18. So I was happy that it got there, and I had my shot, and that's all I can say.
Ed Haggerty, you've been a fantastic performer since you've been in the PPA over the last 4 years. You've been Putter of the Year, Rookie of the Year. You've toured 60 cities representing the PPA. You have so many titles to your credit. And, of course, the elusive title is a national championship. But there's another year. It's nothing to be ashamed of being runner-up either. But on behalf of the PPA, it is our pleasure to present to you your trophy signifying that you are the runner-up in the PPA National Championship.
Thank you, Billy.
And your check for consolation and runner-up check for $3,000. We congratulate you and thank you so much, Ed. Ed, you've been a super representative of the PPA. You've been a fantastic on and off-course professional for us, and we look forward to seeing you in future years.
Well, thank you very much.
Billy?
Well, we have a fellow over here that just didn't allow those Southerners to return. The Yankee from Dayton, Ohio. Jeff, you did a super job throughout this tournament. And matter of fact, just to get here, to beat the quality of players that you beat, had to be quite an honor.
Yeah, it was. I was really happy to beat all the top players that I did.
Many people feel that Ed is the outstanding putter in all the world. You beat guys like Ray Browning and Dick Florin, and I had to feel that the pressure would get to you, but it seems that when you get those honors, you just move on to that next hole and just take over.
Honors are very important. If you have them, there's no way you can lose with honors the whole time.
I noticed also that when Ed finally did take the honors away from you, it seemed he wanted to slow down. He was swatting flies and stepping away from the ball and coughing and talking to you. Was he unnerving you at all?
Not really, but I almost lost it, so it must have worked a little bit.
18, you were going for the ace?
No, I was just trying to get it up the hill and win the hole.
Well, you really did an outstanding job, David. We want to present this young fellow with something he can long remember.
Jeff, it's a pleasure and a privilege to present to you the trophy signifying that you are the new PPA National Champion, the 23rd champion in the PPA's history. And in addition, your check for $10,000, first place prize money. Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you, David.
Frank, it's been an outstanding tournament again.
Been great. Been great working with you two gentlemen, Billy Packer and David Lloyd. Frank Lieber from Charlotte, North Carolina. We've enjoyed it, and we hope that you have too. So long, everybody.